So as an agency, I guess let's get into the core focus of what does an agency actually do. In my eyes, the key responsibility of our agency is to make the model as successful as possible, requiring the minimum amount of input from her. So we will try to make OnlyFans as passive as possible for her, whilst maximizing the amount of income that we can make, both for her and for us, because we work on a 50% commission basis. So our interests are like mutually aligned. And the way that we do that is we will put a team on board to manage each like OnlyFans model that we work with. So we have a team of 24/7 chat who are assigned to the account, so we can look at that as like a sales team. We then also assign 2 like full-time marketers who will handle all of the social media profiles. I mentioned before, we make like about 80 Instagram accounts per model. We will also do a ton of dating profiles, Tinder, Bumble, Badoo, and a couple of other like smaller up and coming dating apps that we're playing around with. So we do a lot of like content repurposing and republishing on all of these different platforms. And there's nothing, it's just like labor intensive work, we can say. There's nothing that is overly complicated, or it is running like a social media marketing agency, but you are managing the product like in-house. It is very like social media intensive in terms of growing out these accounts. The only thing that isn't social media related on the promotional aspect is going to be the sales team. And they are logged into the account and they are pretending to be the model. So any customers who are subscribing to the account, when they're messaging in, sending in their dick pics and so on, thinking that they're getting dick ratings from the model, they're not at all. We've got a team out here in our office in Eastern Europe who are handling all of the messages, all of the upsells, all of the sales. And again, it just makes me think like what a funny business that this really is. But you also, I don't think you'll find many other opportunities like OnlyFans where, for example, we can sell, in some cases, we're selling like feet pictures for 180, like $250 even for a video. And I just think OnlyFans is such a unique opportunity. What other business can you come up with where you can make a product that you can sell for $250 at a 100% profit margin, because there's no expense for her to take a feet picture, and just literally be able to launch that product with a day, which is why I love like OnlyFans as a business. Like I really do. As much as it's a strange business, like from a financial point of view, I think it is such a great opportunity. And the other like kind of misconception is that generally the model isn't, the biggest focus for us isn't actually the adult content. Adult content is about 20% of the content production that they will do. Our job is to handle literally everything. So we will handle the sales, the marketing, legal side of things. We try to handle accounting as much as possible, but it does get a little bit complicated when we have, like right now we're working with models in about 17 different countries. So that does get a little bit hectic. You need an accountant with like international expertise in all these different regions. But we will try to cover like the entire process and free up the model so that she only has to focus on content production. In terms of content production, we have a list that gets sent over to the model, and each model is assigned an account manager, and the account manager works internally with us. They're the direct point of communication between our company and the model. And so they handle all communication between the chatters who are assigned to the account, between the social media team who are managing the account, and the account manager is also like hands-on as well. They will help out within various different teams, just to make sure that they have a real understanding of what's going on. They will also review messages from the chatters to make sure that we're fitting in with the model's like personality, and tone of voice is actually quite a big thing as well. We don't want them to sound like robotic. So we, for example, have a girl who's in like FinDom, financial domination, and of course we need to make sure that she is sounding very dominant, and that the chatters are living up to, or sorry, talking matching that particular model's brand and tone of voice. So yeah, that's like their main responsibility. And the other responsibility the account managers have is to make sure that the models stay up to date with their content production, with providing us with all of the content that we need as an agency in order to be able to fulfill our like promotional requirements. We just need the girl to be a content machine and to keep firing over content to us. So that is, and then we will handle all of the promotion and distribute that across a ton of different marketing channels.